I just posted a video about the Templars finding a whole bunch of arcs, right? Boxes. And what I got from that, I just posted it. I couldn't attach it, but I just posted it. Basically, it was saying that those boxes carried some electrical currents, right? And they had to figure out how to move them in different locations in order for it to, because they didn't know how to control certain things, right? So what I got from that is the boxes, maybe it was boxes, right? But in the spiritual realm, it's a whole bunch of people that are spiritual. And that's why they want to keep you confined and stuck in a place, right? They want to control you because they don't know anything about us, how we work, how we function. They see us and they see us as electrical currency, right? That could damage somebody if dealt with the wrong way. And that's correct. That is correct. Why do you think that is, though? Because you're messing with godly energy. That's why. The people or the boxes were meant for a reason. It wasn't for people's benefit. Or when I say people's benefit, it is for people's benefit, right? But in the good way. It's not like you go and rub on something like, I want to make a wish on this, the way that people right now are treating this. They're treating us like that. Like, oh, you're the source where we can go ahead and mooch off of. You're a nobody. We just see you as a tool, as a box, right? As a Ark of the Covenant type of box. Because they said they found multiple, okay? Multiple meaning they found multiple people who are gifted, right? 144,000, right? Of us. So that's like if you say boxes, okay? They found all of them boxes and they don't know what to do with it. So what do? They isolate them, they control them. What the government does best, bitch. I posted a video as well of people in power confirming the shit that they do, the shit that Hitler did, which was, take body parts from one and put it on something else, like animals and shit. This has been going on. This is not a lie. You wouldn't think that the government does fuck shit like this. Like, you wouldn't think. I'm saying that I've been targeted with energy weapons and you say, oh, that's not true. It's fucking true. It's true. There's a lot of people. Them 144,000, bitch. How do they know these people? How do you think they found a lot of them? Mind you, I spoke about the older people, right? Because the older people are the ones who were your handlers. Like I said, now in Palmdale, it's packed full of elderly people. They follow me to the park. They follow me to wherever. I remember when I went to Tahoe, they were like, you need to stop by and talk to this old man, right? And these government facilities, mind you, that was like, they told me it was after the fact, right? It was a humiliation ritual. But guess what, though? What I did, I saw that as something I never would have done. So to me, it was like a step in the right direction. I would have never thought I would just say, you know what, fuck it, let's go. 8 hours away from here, or I don't know how many fucking hours away from here. Sleeping in my car with my children, bitch. In the middle of nowhere, in the fucking mountains somewhere. Like that. And yet there, where I had to park and sleep, bitch, I was targeted because they were following me. I was targeted with an energy weapon. They were following me. They already knew what they were doing, bitch. They were attacking me all the way through. When I got to that fucking hotel room, when I was going over there, they were coming back. So when I got to the hotel room and, we went in and then you know how you have that ugly feeling like something's off? I had that feeling in that place where I stayed. And mind you, where I stayed, it was across the street from the elite hotel or the elite. It was some kind of it was a hotel or no, it wasn't a motel. It was a hotel, but it was called Elite something, bitch. It was right across the street, maybe a couple, apartments or buildings down, and that's where I was staying. So, anyways, when I was going over there, I saw them all like in a caravan, bitch. They were all coming back. They had already gone over there, did what they had to do, which is the rituals, bitch, in the room where I was gonna stay, in the fucking place, in the whole, cause it was like a little, it wasn't an apartment, but it had a kitchen, had a bathroom, so kind of like a little apartment, bitch. So I remember taking some pictures down because they were pictures of like animal skull heads and shit, like above the bed. I don't know. I just had a feeling like it was demonic, bitch. Like they did something on that bed. And I took them off, right? I put them in the corner somewhere. But like I said, on my way over there, they already knew that I was going. They were attacking me with energy weapons. I had parked at a because the GPS had told me go this way, go that way. Bitch, it was dark. There was no fucking lights nowhere. It was scary as fuck. And I was just like, whatever. And then I was like, fuck, I have to take a rest because I feel like I'm sleepy, right? So I find a little town, and I got off there, and it was like a gas station or something like that. Was it a gas station? Yeah, something like that. And then I parked somewhere like where there was lights, right? By the truck drivers, because I was scared, right, to stay in the dark. Then when I found out that people started coming, it was like I don't know what time in the morning, like 3 o'clock, some shit like that. And I was like, oh no. That's when they started doing the energy weapons right there, when I was parked right there. So then I moved, and then I parked in the darkness, kind of like almost exiting the parking lot. And there, I think somebody was there. I don't want to say to protect me, but they were telling me like, hey, wake up, like, hey, they're right there. Hey, some shit. Like, I had a feeling that that's what that was, right? Giving me like heads up on shit. But yeah, I just wanted to just put that out there because they do that to people. So going back to those boxes, like I said, they probably did find the boxes, but in the spiritual realm, I see it like that. They found us. They don't know much about us. They see us as energy sources, like we're just a thing that they can go ahead and mooch off of, and they can. You're not supposed to do that. That's why you get fucked when you come over here and try to do some fuck shit. Like you're able, God lets you, right? And then after you do all that, then he comes and teaches you a lesson. Like you can't play with God's people. Like especially if they're not doing shit to you, right? And I just wanted to say that because like I said, the internet, you can't delete shit from the internet, bitch. So if anything happens to me, because the government had a whole bunch of shit doing to me, and they want to act like, oh, shh, don't tell nobody. It's just you. You're a nobody. So even if you die, no one's going to care. They're going to care, bitch. You might not care right now, but later on, when shit hits the fan and everybody sees what the government really is doing to people, then you're going to see like, oh, wow, this bitch did complain. Oh, wow, we didn't do nothing to defend her. Oh, wow, we dropped the ball. It wasn't that you dropped the ball. You were trying to attack somebody who was speaking the truth, and you wanted to silence them. Just like you silenced a whole bunch of doctors, lawyers, so on and so forth, when they want to expose your bullshit. It's uncomfortable for you, isn't it? But change needs to be done. Change needs to happen, whether you like that shit or not. You can complain all you fucking want. It's like a pity party that you're having, trying to kill people, trying to do this and that. The exposure is now. Everybody's gonna know what the fuck the government has been doing. And there's a lot of shit. The people that are sleeping because the government puts you to sleep, bitch, they don't want you to know. When shit starts hitting the fan and shit starts coming out, you need to think of the worst scenario. We all know they fuck children for energy. We all know they eat children and humans. We all know they're putting humans in your food source supplies. We all know they're poisoning us with the water. They put shit in the water, in your crops, in everything. We all know the government has no good for its people, bitch. And the thing is, we can blame so-and-so here, so-and-so there. And at the end of the day, they said it's I just posted something that said it was the Anunnaki or some shit that is telling them to do that. It's not that. It's the devil. It's the devil himself telling you to try to be God. You're not going to be God. God, people don't believe in God. And my question is, how were you born? How were you born? Did your mom go pray to the devil and say, I want a baby? I mean, actually, can he do that? I mean, maybe, right? There's devil children. However, it depends on where you came from. What is your family lineage? You just didn't pop up one day and just be like, at the end of the day, if you go back, even if your mama did go to the devil and ask for a baby like you, your family lineage came from what? From that? At the end of the day, the first person in your family lineage who created it. It's like that saying, what comes first, the egg or the chicken, right? It's like that. And then at the end of the day, the Lord is who made you. Not a man and a man, not a man and a dog, not a man and a cow or a horse, none of that. Humanity, though, wants to go ahead and create that. To recreate them. You know how back in Egypt they used to pray to different entities and shit? That's what they want. Oh, you want a man that is mixed with a lion? Oh, you want a man? Because all that shit. And I said to myself, because I was watching that, and then I'm like, I post certain things. I post certain things. Noah! I post certain things because they existed. That shit existed. I mean, people were praying to animal or humanoids, let's say, right? That were mixed with whatever, a cow, a sheep, whatever, and they existed, right? And that's what people were praying to. But at the end of the day, they were demons. They were demons. They were fallen angels. They would whatever. At the end of the day, whoever made whatever, who created them? If God created the devil, and then the devil had offspring, the fallen angels had offspring with other human people, it got mixed. Everything got mixed. It's like hybrid shit. And that's what they're trying to do. Hybrid, redo. These people nowadays are going backwards. But whatever the fuck was going on like back in the day, like in Egypt days, and people were praying to different entities and shit, they want to make that shit reality, like to create a real entity, like the way people were seeing that. But that's not normal, bitch. That is not normal. So, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to say that because I interpret certain things a certain way, and that is what I got with that, with them boxes and the energy sources that it produces, and people didn't know what to do with them, so they would try to send them to different places before, because they didn't know what to do with them. So it's the same thing as here. They want to oppress us because they don't know what we could do, or they do know, and I feel like they're scared because they don't know about us. That's why they test us. That's why they treat us like shit. That's why why do you think all this shit is going down? Because they're writing down, what did she do when we did that? What did she do when we did this? All of that kind of stuff. That's why. That's why. So, yeah, that's it.